Hello guys, I'm back with a new video in this series. So in this video, I gonna tell you what exactly comment is and where these comments are used and what are the types of comments in Python. So let us talk about what is Python comments in layman terminology. So as we know, in real life, we used to say statements. Some of the statements, our friends used to comment that statement. Yes or no? This happens. So if a person wins in one domain, if a person wins in one game, etc., what we used to do, we used to give him good comments or positive comments. Or if a person loses, or if a person loses in one domain or one game, etc., we used to give him negative comments. Comments are not new to us. We used to do in our daily life. The same like that, Python comments are same. If you write a statement in Python, the comment gives the information about that statement, or comment tells something about the statement. This is very a brief introduction and very what we say. It is very brief talking about comments. So a comment can be used to explain the Python code. If I write something a is equal to 10, here we are explaining that code. In general, I write the code that you might not be understanding that code. Yes or no? So to get, if someone reads my program, they need to understand my code. For that purpose, we will be writing comments. Comments can be used to make code more reusable. So here we are making code reusability, readable in the sense, if some other person other than author has to read that code, he can read that code. Comments can be used to prevent execution when they are testing. While we are executing our program in two phases, that is compilation as well as execution in in the in using Python interpreter. The Python interpreter will ignores the comments, execution of it ignores the execution of the comments. That's it. It was a brief introduction. Let us talk where we can see the comments. So in IT industry, if someone is working in IT industry, they regularly use these comments. So if you are in a project, the project can consist of different people. There are developers, there are testing team, there are deployment team, there is security team. There are different teams in for a project. In the development team only, there is front end development team. If you are talking about website, there is front end development team, back end development team, business writing logic team. Yes, definitely one will use the development team. One can use the other code. If you don't mention the comments, definitely it is difficult for everyone to understand. That is a reason why IT industry people definitely write the comments. And the project is in maintenance stage also. You will be not carrying in that same company for the long time. You will be changing the companies, right? So the new person coming to that project, he need to understand whatever you are writing. If you are writing some class, if you are writing some function, if you are writing some method, if you are writing anything, you need to write the comments for that, because the second person who is reading that code, he need to understand. And many websites, let us go on to some of the websites and see where the comments are. As you can see here, this is docs.python.org. This is Python official documentation which was released by Python developers. So as you can see here, you can see many comments. See here, this is the first comment. Division always returns floating point floating numbers. A floor division discards the fractional part. The modulo operator returns the remainder of the division. So the author is mentioning the comment in order to understand the persons who are reading this document. That's it. So now you got an idea where this Python comments can be used and what exactly comments are, why these comments are very useful. Let us talk about comments, types of comments. There are three types of comments. First one is single line comment, second one is multi-line comment, and third one is docstrings. Let us talk about the single line comments. The single line comments begins with hash symbol and it is useful to mentioning the whole line should be considered as a comment until the end of line. So here let us take n is equal to 50. Here n is equal to 50. What here we are doing? Here we are storing 50 constant in the variable n. And we are defining a variable to store number. See here we are giving a single line comment. Single line comment can begins with hash symbol. It is denoted with hash symbol. It can be declared within one line only. This comment is giving information. Single line comment is giving information about what we had written. The statement, whatever we are writing, that is being justified here. That's it. This is about single line comment. Let us talk about multi-line comment. This multi-line comment is useful when we need to write comment in many lines. So if you want to describe a function, whatever you are using. So if I write something, a function called as M1 method. This M1 method is doing something and it is returning something. This is what the logic present in that. So if you want to mention the comment in many lines, there we will be using multi-line comment instead of single line comment. Yeah, we can also use single line comment, but using multiple single line comment is easier than defining one multi-line comment. I will show you in the program execution what difference we get if you use multiple single comments and one multi-line comment. Yeah, how can we declare a multi-line comment? Yeah, we can declare multi-line comment using triple double quotes or triple single quotes. This is a way how we can declare multi-line comment. This multi-line comment is also called as block comments. Why we call this as block comments? Because we are writing set of statements in between the triple double quotes or triple single quotes. That is the reason why it is called as block. So it is blocking the comments are put in the for the entire block. So this is also called as block comments. Multi-line comments is also called as block comments. Let us talk about the difference between string and the multi-line comments. Because how can we define the string? How can we create a string? We need to think of that. I will be going into depth when we are talking about data structures about strings, but for now I will take you to a brief overview of the string. Yeah, we can treat a string in three ways. One is using single quotes, second one using double quotes, third one is using triple quotes. So by these three ways we can create a string. Yes or no? So you might be wondering, the string can be created using triple quotes, using single triple quotes, and using single double quotes, triple double quotes. How can we declare a multi-line comment? Yeah, we can declare a multi-line comment with single triple quotes and double triple quotes. Yeah, then what made the difference between the string and the multi-line? How interpreter, Python interpreter will differ this both? We might be having a question. Yes, now let us talk about that. Every multi-line comment in Python is a string object by default. As we are talking about Python multi-line comments, it is by default string in Python. During memory allocation, the multi-line comments are removed because it doesn't have any reference. See guys here, let me take one multi-line comment like this. This is a multi-line comment which is enclosed in triple quotes. This is my multi-line comment. So I said that this is a string object. So this is a string object. For every object, we will be having one address. So this is, let us consider this is the address 190.888. This is the address for that object. Yeah. So for this, there is no reference because we are not assigning any reference to this object. Whereas string is assigned with one reference. Reference in the sense this name given to this object is called reference. So if you declare a multi-string, we will be not having any reference for this. Whereas if you declare a string, there will be reference for this object. So here we are not having any reference. What garbage collector will do? This garbage collector will remove this object. So here the garbage collector is removing this object. That is the reason why this is not being executed by the interpreter. Interpreter doesn't aware about this because the intermediate software garbage collector is coming and it is checking whether it is having object reference or not. Hence it is not having any reference. It is taking this and interpreter is unaware of the comments. That is the reason why the comments will not be executed by the interpreter. Let us execute all this in the Jupyter notebook. Yes, I have already I have already said to you how to install Anaconda and how to open Jupyter. Now let me if you are unaware of this, please watch my video number 5, that is installation of Anaconda. So let me type Jupyter. Yeah, I'm getting here. Let me open Jupyter notebook and execute all the content what I have delivered till now. So here this is Jupyter window. As you can see here, we can work with Python environment. This is one Python environment where you can write code. We can do whatever we want. We can upload some files. We can download some files from here. So for now, what I'm doing is I'm creating one new Python 3 notebook. Yeah. See here. Now I have opened this Jupyter notebook. This is where the notebook where I can write the code and I can save here file here. Here there is some menu save. I can save my file. I can rename my file. I can download my file. Okay, now is this clear? I think so. Now let me work on the things what I said to you. See guys, yeah. So n is equal to 5. Here, this is a single line comment. So I'm just showing you what exactly single line comment is. So here, this will not be executed, and I'm also writing here is a variable. It is storing value of 50. So let me also print this print 50. So print, I want to print n value. So here you can see n value. Oh, see, n value is 5. So n value is being printed 5. This is a very introduction to single line comments, where the single line comments will not be executed and the single line comment is giving the information about what we are used. So let me illustrate you about multi-line comments. Multi-line comments will be written using triple double quotes or triple single quotes. Now the author for the writing program is Naga. The program what I am going to write is hello world, and the date is 16th. Yeah, this is how we can write the multi-line comments in Python. And let me print hello here. As you can see, the multi-line comments are also ignored by the by the interpreter. But as you can see here, this is giving information about what I am writing. I am writing hello world program, the author for this program, date and time in which I have written this program. So this is what how we can declare single line comment and multi-line comment. Now let us talk about the difference between string and multi-line comment. So let me define a string. str is a string I want to define. Here I am defining it as I am a string. Clear. So let us print this address for this. So the address can be address in Python can be find using id function, id of str. See here guys, so now I got the address of str. So now what I am doing is I want to find the id of I am multi-line comment. As you can see, this is also an object, this is also a string. So I am getting the address of that. So here as you can see, the main difference between the string and the multi-line comment is the multi-line comment here. The thing what I am doing here, we are having object reference, but here I am not having object reference. That is the reason why here the whatever I am writing in the comments will be ignored. Is this clear? Yeah, that's it. The unreferenced objects will be removed by the garbage collector. That's it for this video guys. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any queries, please put them on the comment box, and please do follow us on Instagram page, that is TechMahai. Thank you.